Nobody can tell me the song you were singing?
It was this. It's our picks.
I don't have my headphones in. Somebody tell me what the song was.
It's no one knows the name of it. It's just tunes.
Oh, it's just our intro song.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know. Why do I... Jay, I'm not that much bigger than you, am I?
I mean, you're 2 inches taller than me, but you're also sitting on the
I
throne
look like
today.
I'm 30 inches taller than you.
You're sitting on the throne today because you're on fire.
I don't like the way you said that. The show is on fire. This show... Yes?
What's that, number 1?
This show has not lost yet. Quick Pick started
Correct.
Monday. Monday, we went 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, you were a loser and you quit the show for a day.
Yep.
And we went 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Last night, she pushed.
Yep.
You and I went 2-0.
Yep.
So, if I'm keeping records, and I am, and I do have to say that Jake Malasek, the piece of shit producer, did do a pick, and he lost.
Didn't want to put his face back.
There's
up
also
there.
rumors that he didn't take the right pick from the chat yesterday, but we have addressed those, and he is going to take the right pick today, correct?
Yes.
Do you apologize to the chat?
No, I don't. Because
I feel like you should.
I saw South Carolina in there, and
I feel
I
like you should.
gave it out.
Giving you one chance.
I apologize.
There we go.
There you go. What a pussy. I didn't even have to try it. So, I am 3-0 in this show's life. You are 2-0 in this show's life. You are 2-0-1 in this life.
Yep.
Technically, I gave out a second pick last night. Was on the show. Did tie quick picks.
No.
This is
Did
a
you win
one
that
pick a show.
I did, yeah.
It's one pick.
Yeah, this show, quick picks.
1, not 2.
Quick.
This isn't called chase.
If you put a pick in at 7:30, 6 hours after the show airs, that's not quick. That's
late.
long.
That's later.
That's long picks.
Long picks.
Anyway, so here we go.
Yep.
We'll just go right into today. Yesterday, your pick was Donovan Mitchell, over 39.5 points, rebounds, assists. You cashed that about 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Your pick was Youngstown State -10. They pushed.
Yeah.
And my pick was Orlando Magic -3.5. They won by about 15 to 20.
I don't know if you
They
checked
were
in on that
really
game
good.
early.
It was
Holy
tight.
shit.
It was tight.
What?
It was like 10-point game.
My game?
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson scored 20 points in the first quarter. I think the Knicks were up by like 15 points.
No. I knew early. I think I had started following it around halftime.
Oh, okay.
And it was nip and tuck there for a while. The Magic then took about a 4 or 6 point lead in the third quarter, and then by the middle of the fourth, they started washing it away. I'm going to stay in the NBA tonight. I'm going to go with the picks. I'm going to stay in the NBA tonight. I've got 3 picks on the show so far. 2 were NBA. 1 was Vanderbilt over A&M in college basketball the other night. Not a big anything slate tonight, really.
Yeah.
Hockey's got a full slate, but I'm not ready to dip my toe in there yet. So I've got NBA. I got the Golden State Warriors. They lost last night. They're on the second of a back-to-back. Those are 2 factors that are not good.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing it back out, though, they've won 7 of 8. They've been really good. We're going into the All-Star break. This will be the last NBA game, the last regulation NBA game until, Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, whenever it comes back. I like the Warriors. I think they're finishing strong. I think their pros are going to go into the break knowing that going into the break strong is good. They're on the road. They're 1.5-point favorites. It opened at 1. It got to 2.5. It's back down to 1.5. I still like it. I'm taking 1.5. I also I love the over. It started at 237.5. It's up to 239.5. But my official pick, Warriors -1.5. That's my pick for the show.
It was a tough slate tonight.
It's not, especially with you focusing mainly on the NBA. You got 3 games to choose from.
3 games, and then 2 of the games they just played each other.
Yeah.
I hate picking.
Yeah, the Warriors just beat the Jazz by 15 last week? Or early this week?
This week, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't like taking those games. My play tonight, Vince Williams Jr. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's a second-year guard for the Grizzlies.
He's a second-year guard for the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly who he is. He's a second-year guard for the
believe
Grizzlies.
He was a rookie last year, I believe.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Vince Williams his daddy?
Yes.
His daddy?
His daddy?
His daddy?
Okay.
Yeah. Lefty, he's a good player, really good defender, good shooter. This is more of a very similar to the Buddy Hield play the first day. This is a math play. The Grizzlies have nobody that can fill it up. Obviously, John Morant is out, Desmond Bane is out, Jaren Jackson Jr. out. Derrick Rose also out. In the 2 games that Jaren Jackson has missed this calendar year, or actually in the last month, Vince Williams has led the team in shots, 15 a game. He's scoring. He's surpassed this number by a fair amount, even in points. I think he's averaging like 24.5 points per game. So I like the assists with the buckets. He's a playmaker. 20.5 over against Milwaukee, who, even with the acquisition of our coworker Patrick Beverly, still a little bit leaky on defense. We're going to go Vince Williams Jr. over 20.5 combined points and assists. It's at -105 right now on DraftKings, our lovely DK partnership. Today also the last day for the single sport boost. So 50% profit boost on any sport through today. So I'd use it on this. Vince Williams Jr. over 20.5 combined points and assists.
Let me ask you, are you concerned about friendly fire because Vince Williams being a guard, right?
Mm.
Pat Bev might guard him.
Ooh.
Pat Bev might stand in your way of this bad hitting.
Yeah, I mean, Pat Bev right now does not start. So Vince Williams is going to start. So we got Damian Lillard, and then we've got Malik Beasley. So I'm okay with those guys. Vince Williams, I would expect Pat Bev to be on him a little bit, but Pat Bev doesn't always. He's not like in football. He's not like a guy who travels with a certain guy. Like Pat Bev is going to guard who Pat Bev guards. He goes off the ball a lot and switches a lot. So he's certainly going to be on him a little bit. But Vince Williams, I like. He can hit from the perimeter. He can hit inside. Vince Williams Jr.
Megan.
My pick. I'm going with ULL, the Ragin' Cajuns on the road, -4.5. It's down to 4, which I don't love, but I'm still confident in this bet at 4.5. And I'm going to start adding hooks, so we don't push anymore. So we'll win or we'll lose.
Didn't lose though.
Didn't lose, but I wasn't happy. Youngstown State should have gotten it done. Regardless, this UL team is vastly superior on both ends of the court over this ODU team. I think they're 6-17-1 ATS. Their coach stepped down 9 games ago for health reasons. They've only been able to get 2 W's since then, and it was over the same team in Marshall. Lafayette is, I believe, 16-8 overall and 8-4 in conference play. And again, they're hitting their stride. I love this pick tonight, -4.5. You can get it at 4, as I said, but still like it at 4.5. Let's go Cajuns.
And Malicette, can you please attempt to correctly tell us what the Rumble Chat's pick is today?
So I've triple confirmed with the chat.
Okay.
Triple
Rumble chat
consensus.
pick of the day.
Dun, dun, dun.
FAU -19.5 tonight.
That's a lot of points.
That's and I've triple checked. So if I get yelled at tonight on Twitter,
I will say
Chat
FAU
loves ranking.
I will not
names.
be
They
dealing
love
with that tonight.
Numbers and names.
I believe-
they love the FAU name.
I believe FAU plays South Florida. I think they have them on deck, which worries me because South Florida is a really fucking good team. And while it might be a look ahead spot, but it might not be because it's South Florida.
Yeah, I didn't really study that game too much, but it scares me that they're starting to. I believe the chat's just they're looking for the easy ways out.
South
They
Carolina
see FAU.
was awful last night.
Yes, I told them. I was like,
did.
But in fairness, I don't think that was their pick. I think
That was
Malicette.
Malicette. It was just like a Virginia. So actually,
everybody, I got a bunch
of
of DMs saying their pick was Seton Hall.
I did too.
So I'm not going to hold that one against them. But I was right to tell whoever was taking South Carolina that, hey, hold off. And I kind of got that same vibe about this one. But anyway,
Florida Atlantic's playing Temple tonight at home.
that's fine. So to recap, the picks on the show, the chat is going with FAU -19.5. Megan Making Money is going with ULL on the road against Old Dominion -4.5.
Look at me in my all red too.
Stephen Shea will take Memphis Grizzlies shooter Vince Williams Jr. over 20.5 points and assists against the Milwaukee Bucks. And myself, Brandon Walker, I will be taking, by the way, excuse me, let me do that again. Myself, Brandon Walker, the only 3-0 gambler on this show, will be taking the, what was that?
Did you see that little?
I made a second pick last night that hit. But I'm saying
You missed a phrase there. You missed a phrase. I said on this show. You did not make that pick on this show. You've got to stop doing
Matter
that.
of fact,
On this show.
raise your hand if you've been here for your 3-0 on the show, like on days.
Just being here. Me and her are undefeated in being here. So is he. Sam, I don't know. I don't remember.
and he's going to be out again.
Yes,
He's out again.
I'm out tomorrow. I have to go to a.
Oh my
I'm
God.
flying
This
back
fucking
east.
guy.
We're gonna bring in Blotman. He's gonna have
Do
some
you
tennis
remember?
stuff. It's NBA
Do you remember? Do you remember before we started the show, and you guys had a group chat, and y'all were always concerned that I wasn't texting and participating in the group chat?
Yeah.
Who's been more locked into the show than me this week? Huh? I'm here every day, every day. And my pick was the Suns, not the Suns, the Warriors
-1.5.
-1.5.
He also likes the
against
over.
The Jazz, and I also like the over. But my pick is the Warriors -1.5.
In fairness, yesterday you walked by, you said, "I completely forgot the show existed."
But he was here on time.
Still gave a winner.
I had to host the Yak.
True.
I was sitting hosting the Yak, and then we got done, and I said, "Time to go home." And I walked, and I saw you, and I was like, "Did not remember the show existed." But I had already sent my pick, so it wasn't like I spent all day like that.
I mean, yeah, Brandon and I have been sending pics at like 9 a.m. I mean, it takes you fucking 48 hours to figure out what you
NBA
like.
slate injuries.
I mean,
let me ask you a question.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Hold on. You're not going to be here tomorrow. Convenient. But when you come back on Tuesday,
Yep.
I don't know when the NBA returns from All-Star break. Did they return Tuesday or return Thursday?
I can't look ahead that far, but yeah, we'll have.
You
something.
can absolutely look ahead that far to know when the next NBA play is.
If not, then I'll have a.
What
college,
I'm asking
if not, then
you
I'll have a college
is,
prop.
if you were here tomorrow and NBA wasn't playing, what would you do?
I'd give some weird
Talking about eat
fucky
pussy?
parlay with the NBA All-Star weekend. I would. I would give a, and I'll put this out on at Trust the Data Twitter. But I actually cleaned up last year. You can parlay things like 3-point shootout winner, skills contest winner, which is actually kind of rigged, and some long shot MVPs. Spread your money out and actually.
Where's the game? Indy, right?
Yeah.
Indy. So you think it could be rigged for like is Halliburton healthy right now?
He's on a minutes restriction. I would anticipate he's going to be in the skills competition. I haven't seen the rosters yet. I haven't gotten that far out of the regular season. Once we do that, then I'll take a look.
So you're going to have parlays this weekend, and you
Yes.
right as of now you have no idea who's in the events.
Can't look ahead that far.
Correct.
NBA not back till next Thursday.
That's fine. So I'll have some college props.
Okay.
Stevie College Hoops undefeated this year.
Warriors minus 1.5. Vince Williams over 20.5 points and assist. ULL minus 4.5.
Go
Chad
Cajuns.
has
FAU
minus
And
19.5.
quick picks parlay plus 596 tonight.
Ooh.
Our longest odds.
The
so
quick
far.
picks parlay is currently 1-1 and kind of is it?
It's one-
2-1-0.
I would say
Yeah.
Yesterday it
Still
hit,
cash.
just not. It didn't hit at 5:35. It hit at 2:35 because her push brought it down, but it still hit.
Can we also, in the
Part of the
graphic, instead of writing record 3 times, can we keep track of the units? Just to see?
Sure. I can do that.
Is that fair?
I don't care.
That's fine.
I truly don't care.
I liked reading
I'm
records
only
6
here
times.
so I don't get fined.
All right.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
What?
Record.
Okay.
record,
In
record,
fairness,
record,
when I
record,
put
record.
the graphics together, it looked very strange to have 0-0 and nothing else. It looked very empty. So I put record in there, and I was gonna take it out once we had like 21 and 30 or something like that.
I don't care. Show's over.
Thank you. See you guys.